Hello everyone and welcome on another adventure. We are in Central Oregon at Smith Rock State Park, and today we're going to climb up to the Misery Ridge summit, which is right up there behind me. First we got to head down to the river, across the river, and then you can see actually the switchbacks across the river there. It's going to be a really fun day, nice little quick trip, nice sunny day in the desert. Let's get going. So we started up at the main park headquarters and we're just a tiny bit lower and we've come to our first intersection. Both of these trails here will get us down to the river. What we're gonna do is head down to the river and then head back up. And just in case I didn't mention, I'm here with Christine today. Hi Christine. All right, after a quick trip down from where we parked up at the park headquarters, we're down here at the river. We just took the canyon trail down. Now we're going to cross the river and take the Misery Ridge Trail up to Misery Ridge. One note about parking here at Smith Rocks is it is a state park, so you will need either a day pass or an annual pass. But let's get going. Now we got switchbacks coming up. Right as we cross the river, we have the three-way junction here. To the left is the Rover Trail, which is the way we'll be returning. To the right is Wolf Tree Trail, which is what we don't want to do. That'll take us further north into the park. Here we have the Misery Ridge Trail. So far everything is really well signed, so it should be pretty clear when you get here. After just a few switchbacks, we are now level again with where we parked, right across the Crooked River Canyon there. We're still heading up, and we've got a little bit more to go. I don't think there's too much elevation gain, but it can be tough because it's steep. I think we get about 700 feet of gain in less than 3/4 of a mile, which may be why it's called Misery Ridge Trail. I don't feel too miserable yet. How do you feel, Christine?
Doing all right so far.
Christine's doing all right so far. Let's keep going. Even though Smith Rock State Park is very close to its Cascade volcano neighbors to the west, it is not related to them geologically. The Crooked River caldera is actually a result of a supervolcanic eruption that occurred when the Yellowstone hotspot was underneath Northern California about 30 million years ago, and subsequent clockwise rotation of the Pacific Northwest. So even though the Cascade volcanic activity predates Smith Rocks and is close by, it is actually the same magma that's responsible for the Yellowstone National Park. While Smith Rock State Park is great for hiking, it's actually most famous for its rock climbing, and the most famous feature of all for rock climbing is right behind me. This is called Monkey Face. It's this huge pillar that from the right angle looks like a monkey's face. I think we'll be able to see it better from a different angle. Right now it's not quite obvious. I'll show you again when we get to see the monkey's face. But from here you can also see all the cascades. I'll point them out once we get to the summit. So let's keep going. There is no marked trail for the summit. You can see right before you start heading back down, there's this fork and a very well developed use path here to head up to the summit. Here we are at the Misery Ridge summit. There's a little bit of a tiny scramble to get up to the true summit. So if you're not feeling that, maybe just skip this and move on, or move right on by to keep hiking the trail. But we have wonderful views up here all around us, especially back west over to the Cascades. You can see there from left to right, we've got Mount Bachelor, then Broken Top, South Sister, North Sister, sorry, Middle Sister, then North Sister. We've got Black Crater, Belknap Crater, Mount Washington, Black Butte, Three Finger Jack, Mount Jefferson, O'Lally Butte, and can't quite make out Mount Hood from here today. It looks like it's covered in clouds right now. Over here we've got a nice view of Gray Butte. You can see pretty far west too. can see Christine down there on just a little bit of a sub peak. It's a wonderful day up here. If you're enjoying these views as much as I am, remember to hit that like button. Otherwise, we're gonna keep heading back down. All right, I think this is where I most am able to see this as a monkey face. Maybe leave a comment down below if you think it looks like a monkey face or not, or if you think there's a better view for seeing it as a monkey face. Pretty fun nonetheless, very cool area. Pretty tough rock climbing route. I've rock climbed here before, but never up that. I've seen people up there before. If you want to see people climbing it, come up here on the weekend. It's pretty fun to watch. We're at a junction right at the base of the monkey face rock pillar. You can see here the sign saying the Mesa Verde Trail. What we're gonna do is we're actually gonna follow the Mesa Verde Trail left from the junction when coming down. And that's gonna take us back down to the River Trail, and we'll follow the River Trail all the way back to where we started at the bridge, and then head back up to the parking lot from there. Nice, well-signed trail. Pretty easy to follow loop. A lot of fun. We are coming up on I think our final junction here. This is the River Trail. We're gonna continue left, continue south, and we should be following the River Trail all the way back to the junction with the bridge to get back to the parking area. We'll continue to share views along the way, but that should be the last turn.
Misery Ridge Summit stands on top of Smith Rock State Park at an elevation of 3,360 feet, and it has a prominence of 320 feet, which just barely gives it the designation of a proper mountain. I would like to thank the original stewards of this land. Misery Ridge and Smith Rock State Park is on the ancestral lands of the Taino peoples.
We're now coming up on one of the most popular climbing sections of the park. And you can see people on the wall now. Even though it's getting late, there's still quite a few people out here having fun climbing. Makes me miss it. I think I'll come back out here soon. Here we are coming up on our final turn to finish the Misery Ridge loop. We're just going to turn right to cross the bridge. We just got to head back up the canyon trail, back up the hill to get back to the parking lot. And then we're done. We made it back up to the parking lot. We had so much fun today on this little quick trip around the Misery Ridge loop and up to the Misery Ridge summit. It was just a little under 4 miles and a little over 1,100 feet of climbing. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you at the top. You're prominently featured in flat iron.
I'm an OG.
No pun intended. Get it? Prominently featured.
I caught it.